Welcome to Bradt News.
Our kindergartners are
Christian from Antonini, Paxton from Wineline, Kaman from Mrs. Pigliavento's, Maddie from Mrs. Pace's, Bella from Mrs. Newman's, Michaela from Mrs. Broth's, Ryan Callender from Mrs. Griesmer, Mackenzie from Mrs. Bowman, and Wahab from Mrs. Zajewski. Nice job, kindergartners!
Our first grade winners are
Evan from Mrs. Yates, Sophia from Mrs. Verano, Casey from Mrs. Shaluti, Christian from Mrs. Paleshi's, Aria from Mrs. Masick, Sila from Mrs. Rao, Boundy from Mrs. Hurst, Aya from Mrs. Dennis's class, Madison from Miss Ferraro's class, and Kylie from Mrs. Filarecki's class. And last but not least, Devin from Mrs. Ubansky's class. Way to go, first grade!
our second graders winners are
Austin from Mrs. Paleshi's, Cheryl from Mrs. Mosher, Corey from Mrs. McDuffie, Isabella from Mrs. McCabe, James from Mrs. Halverson, Lauren from Mrs. Hackett, Ziana from Mrs. Deo, Jaden from Mrs. D'Agostino, and Brooklyn from Mrs. McGuire's. Great job, second graders!
this week's class winners are
From kindergarten are Mrs. Barusso's class, from first grade, Mrs. Hurst's class, and our second grade class winner is Mrs. Hackett's class. Nice job, everyone!
hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.